We simply cannot lose in the NBA. A 9-0 run. I've not missed a single bet in my last 3 videos. Today, it's Tuesday, January 30th. I always hop on Underdog Fantasy and PrizePicks and give you guys my 3 best bets with insane value. Look at this beautiful 9-0 run. Yesterday, Chet Holmgren over points. Cashed easily. Peyton Pritchard under on his assists, also cashed. Pascal Siakam got a little bit sweaty. On Underdog Fantasy, this line was 24.5. On PrizePicks, if you go back and watch the videos, right at 24, not 24.5. So if you're on the wrong app, you would not have cashed out. The day before, Luka, Durant, Aldama, Brandon Williams, Chet Holmgren, Cat. We have been insane cashing out in the NBA, and I've cooked up 3 more bets with insane value on these apps. The VIP also has been cashing you boys out. Before we get into my first pick, we're going to hop right in. 50 likes to the like goal. You guys have been dominating this, but I really do appreciate all the likes. Just takes 1 click while you're down there. And while you're down there, go and subscribe. Obviously, you're going to make so much money on this account. Obviously, we've been going absolutely crazy. You don't want to miss these videos we make every single day. But if you've been watching my channel, what you know is I don't just hop on these apps. I go and show you where the value is. I go and dissect these lines and show you where on PrizePicks the lines are better. Show you on Underdog Fantasy where the lines are better. And that's what I found first pick with De'Aaron Fox. Going over this, you can see PRA 26.5 compared to Underdog PRA 26.5. So it's going to be the same on both. But points 16.5 compared to 17.5. So if you want the under, it's obviously better on PrizePicks. But if you want the over like I want, better on Underdog Fantasy. So looking at De'Aaron Fox over his last 5 games, he's only been over this in 2 of his last 5. It looks like he hadn't landed right on the hook, but obviously he didn't. We only need 16.5 for him to cash out. He plays Houston, and people are going to be scared of this bet just because Houston is a very good defense. If you go over to NBA defense against position, Houston, second least amount of points in general. Against point guards, specifically, 4th least. Shooting guards, second hardest. Power forwards, they're very tough. It's just a tough defense overall. But guys, if you were keeping up with De'Aaron Fox earlier in the season, his line was 22.5, 23.5, even when Victor Wembanyama was healthy. If we look what he's done against the Rockets, so under, this wasn't this season though, this was last season. If you watched the Spurs last season, honestly, De'Aaron Fox did not look like himself at all. After he got traded, he had a really down year. And he was just not hitting this line at all. He was just not even playing like himself at all. This year, a much better player. Before that, hit, under, hit. So it's still hit this in 6 of his last 8 games. That's 75% of the time. And the main reason is I don't overreact too much about over the last couple games. If a guy has a big game, I honestly think there's probably more value on the under because people are just kind of betting that over. And if people have a terrible game, I honestly think if the line shifts too low, you should go and take advantage of that. That's how I've been so profitable in the NBA over the last couple days, and that's what we're going to continue doing. Fox is a guy that used to have a points line. Again, 22.5, 23.5, 16.5 is crazy low. I'll go over and just search De'Aaron Fox's game log, and you see 20.5 points per game. He's averaging 4 more points per game than his point line is. I know this is not an amazing matchup, but he still has success against it. And I still think this is a close game that's not a really big blowout. I think this is crazy. You're getting it at 16.5. Even go to his game log, like under, over, over. So even in these shooting slumps, he's still hitting this like 50% of the time. And then go look at earlier this season. This was with Wemby. Over, under, over. That's like 9 of his first 10 games on the season. It makes sense. His line at 20.5, maybe 19.5 if it's too low. 16.5. I'm going to go take advantage of that because I know at the end of the season, De'Aaron Fox is probably still going to be averaging around 20 points per game. And every time you get a points line this low, you got to go and take advantage. PrizePicks is being smart. And they're raising it already to 17.5. 16.5 is some insane value. And I love it as my first pick. Before pick number 2, guys, as I showed you, there's crazy value on Underdog. As I showed you, there's going to be crazy value on PrizePicks. My second pick, as I'll get into, has crazy value on PrizePicks. You're only going to be as profitable as me if you get on both Underdog and PrizePicks with my code BROS, BROS. Firstly, this code will give you free money. This code will give you free picks, and this code will be able to, you can go on here and line shop like I do, and also take every single bet I do. If I go and hit 9 in a row, but then you're not on both apps, you're not going to be hitting as much as me because these lines are different. PrizePicks will instantly give you $50 into your account once you play your first $5 with code BROS. So say you're new to PrizePicks, play your first $20, now you have $70 into your account. Underdog will do the exact same thing with code BROS, but they'll add $75, so $20 literally turns into $95. Another thing they do is free picks. Underdog, a guaranteed new customer free pick. So if you're new to Underdog, if you use our code BROS, you're going to have a guaranteed winner right off the start, as well as this deposit match. PrizePicks has this too. PrizePicks ran free picks for the NBA playoffs last year, for New Year's, for Christmas, for just like random Victor Wembanyama games. In the NFL, they have for the NFL playoffs. They have it for, they're going to have a ton for the Super Bowl. It's just all free money these apps are giving you. And if you're already playing on them, it's better to get on multiple apps because then you can basically play these free picks just multiple times. That's why I also talk about Sleeper. $20, no deposit needed. No other sportsbook, no other daily fantasy app is giving you guys free money without needing to deposit. Available in all these states, all these provinces of Canada as well. And they also have a free pick. What I say, look at the win streaks you can go on. Worst case scenario, download the Sleeper app. It takes 1 minute. Insert the code BROS, 4 clicks. And then say you put a long shot lay, you could win $1,000 and take that money out. And if you lose, you didn't even have to deposit. Sleeper's link down there in the description, as long with PrizePicks and Underdog. But just use our code BROS and you'll get that free money and you'll get those free picks. Pick number 2. I'm going to show you this crazy value you can get on PrizePicks. So scrolling to these Spurs games, you see guys like Keldon Johnson, 5.5 rebounds. Unders a 0.86. Julian Champagny, I barely know how to pronounce his username. I used to call him Champagny. That's kind of what I said. Under is only at a 0.87, and the over is going to give you some extra payout. What Underdog is telling you is he's probably going to go under this, because if he goes over, we're going to give you guys an extra payout, and if he goes under, we're going to butcher your payout. Go over to PrizePicks. First search up Julian, I don't even know how to pronounce his username, 5.5 rebounds. You can take this over or under at the exact same odds, and then go over to Keldon Johnson. Same story for Mr. Keldon Johnson. 5.5 rebounds, where Underdog is going to butcher your payout. PrizePicks is going to give you this at even money. And just when I click this, he's been under this in 4 of his last 5 games, and he hasn't even got close to this. So going over, if I show you my win streak I've been on, guys, every day I find a pick like this. Peyton Pritchard, the under on Underdog, was butchering your payout. PrizePicks was giving it to you at even money. Santi Aldama, same story. Karl Anthony Towns, same thing. Underdog was butchering the payout. PrizePicks was giving you guys at even money. And he's been under this in 4 of his last 5 games. The only game he hit this over was against Milwaukee. And if you know what happened in this Milwaukee game, it was an absolute blowout. Go over to superstars like Victor Wembanyama. He went and played 21 minutes. Normally plays close to 30. If you go over to De'Aaron Fox, like I showed you, if I can click this, 33, 36, 23 minutes. Another thing with De'Aaron Fox I didn't say is also, I wanted to say that he gets 33 plus minutes in every single game. That's not a blowout. I don't expect a blowout. And look at his games against the Houston here. If you put this game over a 33-minute sample size, he also hits that over. Another thing to take advantage of. But looking at Mr. Keldon Johnson here, under in 4 of his last 5 games. And the biggest part, guys, go back to NBA defense against position, small forwards. Second least amount of rebounds. The Rockets give up no rebounds. He's not even hitting this, and the Rockets give up no rebounds. You may be like, yeah, but you could technically classify him as a shooting guard. Shooting guard, exact same thing. Second least amount of rebounds in the NBA to shooting guards. I see no way this line should be 5.5. It makes total sense. Underdog is absolutely butchering this payout, and I'm going to smash this under on PrizePicks. Under in 4 of his last 5 games. Terrible matchup. It's not going to be a blowout. These stars are just not going to be playing no minutes, and I see no way Keldon gets over 5.5 rebounds. I have one last pick, and this last pick honestly might be my favorite pick, but before I talk about it, the VIP, guys, cashing you boys out basically every single day. So on the VIP, I give out 1 bet for completely free, but I send out 6 full premium picks to my premium VIP subscribers. And I sell this for a super avoidable price. As you see, 6 extra bets every single day, and we hit lays constantly. So on the VIP here, you'll see the 1 free bet. It's going to be on Winible, link down there in the description. At least get the free plan where you get 1 extra VIP bet every single day. But honestly, guys, the 7-day pass, the 30-day pass will pay for itself in 1 or 2 days. And the rest of the week or the rest of the month will be super profitable. You'll make all your money back. And honestly, I could sell this for more based on how well I hit, but I just want a big group of guys all cashing out together. I want the barrier to entry to be super low. I want a ton of profit for everyone so they don't have as much in it right at the start. It's a group of guys. We're all celebrating the same picks. We're all hitting the same picks. We're all being profitable on the Winible, link down there in the description. We've been cashing out like crazy on the video, but let's go see what we do on the VIP because it's absolutely insane. Pick number 3. Let's scroll over to Mr. James Harden. James Harden, before I started recording this, had his line at 29.5, raised up to 30.5, and then on Underdog Fantasy, it was always at 30.5. So I thought if you wanted the over, it's better on PrizePicks. If you wanted the under, it's better on Underdog. Now they raised these back up to 30.5. But my prediction is, guys, later into the day tomorrow on Tuesday, I bet this line goes down to 29.5 or 28.5. And I think you want to smash the under if you see 30.5. Firstly, James Harden's a guy. He's been playing well. He's hit this in 3 of his last 5 games. But He's playing a back-to-back. He just played today and scored 36 points against Washington. Against Chicago, I don't think this happens again. When these stars have their lines get boosted too high, that's when I go and that's when I be profitable. Look at these last couple days, guys. Siakam on the under, Luka on the under, Kevin Durant on the under, even Chet here on the under. Cat. I'm not scared to take an under when there's a ton of value, and I see that value on James Harden. So, firstly, go to NBA defense against position, go to point guards, and what do you see? You see Chicago, a pretty solid matchup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ninth least amount of points in the NBA to point guards. Harden, no doubt, has been good, but 30.5, we have not seen his line this high all season. And look what he's done against Chicago. So, this season or last season, 30 points. What did he do? He shot 50% from three, made 7 3-pointers, and still couldn't get over 30.5 points. Under. The last time he hit this was in 2019 as a member of the Houston Rockets. So he's mounted this in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that 11 or 12 games? Absolutely terrible numbers. I know Kawhi's out, but that should not mean Harden line is at 30.5, especially on a back-to-back. And you see Chicago is not even that good of a matchup. It's honestly a bad matchup. We'll go and look at James Harden game log. James Harden this year has been stepping up, but still, guys, 25.8 points per game, and we need 31 for him to go over. If I scan here, look at the last time he played a back-to-back, 1-9, then 1-10. So 1-9, he hit this over. That's like what we just saw here. The game after that, only 19 points. Back-to-backs, the starters do kind of, firstly, he shot terribly. I do think they kind of go off the gas a little bit, especially older players like Harden, who, how old is Harden at this point? He's like 36 years old. I don't even know. I'm honestly curious. James Harden age. James Harden's 36 years old. Like, these older players are going to be more affected by these back-to-back games, and we see that this season. Harden at 30.5, I bet by Tuesday this line's 29, 28. You're getting a ton of value on this under, so remember, guys, Keldon Johnson, better on PrizePicks because underdog's butchering your payout. James Harden, I honestly bet by the time you're watching this, one of these apps, like maybe PrizePicks will have it at 29.5, underdog will still have it at 30.5. You're probably going to find some value if you get on both these apps, and De'Aaron Fox, you're getting this value at 16.5 points. I highly recommend getting on both these apps. Code Bros, free money, free picks, an absolute no-brainer. That's how you be as profitable as me in the NBA. Remember, guys, the VIP has been absolutely cashing you boys out. 6 extra bets down there in the winnable. We're going to continue this win streak. I'm feeling another 3-0 day. We literally cannot lose in the NBA right now. We are the hottest bettors on YouTube. So get on PrizePicks, get on Underdog, use our code BROS, BROS. This is your sign to start cashing out in the NBA with me. Thank you boys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.